That's good stuff. What's happening, guys? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you the Film Junkie After Video Show. That's correct, yeah. Daily reminder, or every time I have to remind on this video, just in case you're new to the Film Junkie empire, the Film Junkie world. This used to be my main channel until it got raped by Fox and stupid people, and certain things happen. There's a video about it. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. But yeah, pretty much all my other content's on my other channel, so if you haven't checked out that channel, subscribe. Please do that. That's where all the news content goes. And pretty much on these videos, I just kind of recap what happened during the day, what videos I posted. Now, yesterday, of course, I think Sunday is designated for my Sunday vlog, so I'm just gonna do that every Sunday, which is cool because Sundays, you know, one of the things that sucks about having that daytime purgatory, Monday through fucking Friday, like all the other sheep out there, you know, Sunday is like one of those evenings where you just want to unwind. You know, you want to unwind. Me, what I love to do on Sundays is just kind of relax, throw on a movie, and then just, you know, eventually just pass out and then start the work week all over again. So I decided, like, you know, Sunday vlogs, you know. So, of course, I had a lot of videos that came up over the weekend because I don't do these videos, of course, on the weekends. You know, Deadpool set photos, a lot of them. Jesse Eisenberg talking about going bald for Lex Luthor, which is pretty exciting. Anytime, you know, these actors talk about doing that stuff, I want to hear Ben talk about fucking Batman. You know, one thing, okay, growing up, and then, of course, I'm going to talk about some of the other stuff, like the Deadpool video that came about. Everything's down below, guys, so I'm not trying to mislead you. Anybody who's new to my channel, I'm not trying to mislead you with my title or anything. There was a Deadpool set video and more set photos of Reynolds in the costume, as well as I'm pretty sure his stuntman. And then, of course, Jared Leto has begun his transformation into the Joker. There's going to be an image any time now, and I'll talk about it in a bit. But one of the things, you know what I would love? You know what I'd absolutely love to see? Okay, because Affleck has not really talked much about being Batman. He hasn't really talked much about it. Okay, so when is he going to talk about it? Eventually he's going to have to, because he's got to promote the movie. Okay, so it's gonna be a hot commodity because everybody's gonna want him. I mean, in the next year or so, who knows how much he's gonna promote it. But you know what I'd absolutely love? Because growing up, one of my favorite directors that I fell in love with back in, like, I don't know, 95, 96, a little movie called Mallrats, okay? Which I'm very excited to hear that there's going to be a sequel to Mallrats. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. A lot of people might not like him, but I see the brilliance of Kevin Smith. He's a smart dude. He's a nerd like all of us. Loves Batman, and his movies, I mean, they're not like Academy Award winners, not all of them. But the guy knows how to write dialogue, and if you can write dialogue, you're awesome in my book. Okay, so Mallrats was a very underrated movie, and apparently it didn't really do well in the box office, just like a lot of his movies don't, but it finds a cult following. And Mallrats, I think, is one of his best. There's just something about, I love Jason Lee in that movie. I just love how it takes place in a mall, and I just love the references. Everything, it's just just great stuff in that movie. But you know what I would love? Apparently, though, you know, when it came to Ben Affleck, before he was huge, I mean, he starred in Kevin Smith movies. That was one of his, like, not first movies, but yeah, it was one of, I guess you could say that's like pretty much one of his first. He was in Mallrats, and then he was in Chasing Amy, Dogma. He was in like every Kevin Smith movie after that because they were great friends, and they did that. But apparently they had a huge falling out, and I don't know the extent of it. I remember I heard like some of it had to do with Jennifer Garner, and, you know, who knows what happened. Who knows what happened? But I think they should rekindle and bury the fucking hatchet. And fuck, man, Kevin Smith does a podcast by himself called Fat Man on Batman. How awesome would it be if Ben Affleck came on Fat Man on Batman and they just buried the hatchet and they talked about Batman? I want that to happen. Ben, if you're watching, which I know you're not. Kevin, if you're watching, hopefully. That would just be amazing to me. That would be absolutely amazing if that happened. You know, the friendship gets reborn because Kevin Smith is a huge Batman fan, and that was one of the first things I thought about when I heard Ben Affleck was cast as Batman. I was like, oh, he's got Kevin Smith on his side. Little did I know that they had a falling out and they haven't talked. I was going, man, I mean, seriously. He was like, he was the Mickey to Rocky. I mean, he had him in the corner. I'm like going, oh, it's perfect. But apparently that huge falling out. And, Kevin Smith, he's not like making fun of Ben Affleck. When you listen to the Hollywood Babble, like Ralph Garman really digs in, like, fucking really Ben Affleck as Batman. But Kevin Smith's all, are you kidding me, man? Look at that chin. Look at that. I mean, that's all him, which we all can agree with. So I just really want that to happen. Anyways, guys, to today's videos. Yes, there was awesome footage, and I was like looking forward to this. We've already had a bunch of set photos from Deadpool that showed Reynolds all scarred up, Wade Wilson all scarred up. We saw TJ Miller as Weasel. We saw some of the other actors too. But today, it looks like they're actually going to reshoot that fucking footage that we saw last year. Looks like they're going to kind of reshoot it and probably revamp it. They're going to change it up a little bit. They have to, because they were filming on like a bridge or whatnot. And we saw a mangled car. We saw Deadpool in there. I'm sure partly it was Reynolds, partly a stuntman maybe. But what was interesting too, and I didn't mention it on the video, was like you could see like little sensors around the eyes on the mask. And I'm going, okay, that's what they're going to do. Because I was thinking, okay, the footage we saw was all computer generated. It was motion captured. We know that it was all that. And what was great about that is you could see his facial expressions through the mask. And that's pivotal when it comes to Deadpool. Even though he's wearing a mask, you could see facial expressions on him. So I'm going, okay, how are they going to achieve that if they're going to use a regular mask? What I think they're going to do, which is fucking awesome, is even though Reynolds is wearing the full costume, there's going to be little sensors on it to make it where he has expression through the mask. And I love that. And that just made me so excited. So go ahead and check it out, guys. It's down below. And then, of course, Jared Leto, he posted a picture that the transformation has begun. Any day now, guys. Any day now. We're going to see him in the Joker makeup. And we've already kind of heard the voice, I think. And, I just want to hear his laugh, too. I want to hear that laugh. Anyways, let's read some of the Deadpool comments here. Indie Flick Jim says, the suit looks better, a little darker. The eyes look like they are going to be CGI. Yes, exactly. I think that's what they're going to do. That looks like what they're going to do. And that's great, because you got to capture Deadpool's expressions through that. John Glaive says, cough. We all know that wasn't Ryan Reynolds doing the front flip. Well, yeah, that's why I said it's Ryan Reynolds as well as the stuntman. Okay? It might have just been all the stuntman. Who knows? John Glaive also said, we get this, but no BVS footage with Batman. Well, they were keeping it hush-hush. I'm pretty sure they filmed all the Batman scenes on a soundstage and everything. So, yeah, they were keeping Ben under wraps. And then Banny Guy Jack says, I like how they have the dots on the mask so that they can 3D track his eyes. It's kind of like how they did with Rorschach. Yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. From The Watchmen. And then he also said, man, I like being first. I appreciate it, man. So, yeah, I mean, that's what's cool. That's what everybody's noticing, is that they are doing something just to capture Deadpool's expressions through the mask, because that's part of it. And they know this. And even when you watch the footage, you could tell they're having fun. They're having fun. And it's just fantastic. And even Ryan Reynolds, there was a video too where they talked about the April Fool's video, which was just perfect way to announce that it was going to be rated R. Man, it's just so fucking perfect. But there's a video of that. I didn't post it, so just search for it. Sorry, didn't post it. Yeah, I suck. But just really excited, and also really excited that the Giants are winning their home opener. I'm a Giants fan, if you guys didn't know that. The world champion Giants. Okay, Dodger fans? I work with a bunch of Dodger fans, and yeah, I get shit all the time, but I'm like, hey, 3 world champions in 5 years. When the fuck has the Dodgers won? I'm sorry, any Dodgers fans out there. I respect the Dodgers. Don't worry, I'm not one of those guys. I'll give shit, but I'm like, I respect them. They have a good team. They just don't know how to do well in the playoffs. Kershaw. But you know, my dad's a huge Dodgers fan, so you know, I still respect it. I still respect it. But anyways, guys, so yeah, check out all the videos. This will be a fairly quick, about 10 minutes, a 10-minute long junkie after video show. I appreciate you guys watching as usual. All the links down below to all the videos I've been talking about over the weekend as well as today. So check them all out. Let me know what you think about it down below. Appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like, thumbs up button. Subscribe to both channels. The other channel too, that's where all the content's going. And then of course this one for vlogs and then of course the after video show. Anyways, guys, I'm Dave the Film Junkie. Appreciate you guys watching. Drink up if you got one. Even if it's water. I don't care. It's good. Oh yeah.